Hi, I'm Steve Shapiro, author of Best Practices Are Stupid, and today I want to talk about linguistics, language, and how it impacts how we think about our business, how we think about our life, our purpose, and what we're doing. I recently had a conversation with the CEO of an organization, and she wanted to work with the people in her organization to craft their mission, their vision, and their purpose statements. And that was the objective that they had of working together for several days. Now, during the conversation, I asked her why. Why do you want to have a mission statement? Why do you want to have a vision statement? Why do you want to have a purpose statement? And the reason that everybody wants this isn't because they can just go put something up on their wall and have a plaque that says this is what we stand for, because that's pretty silly. Everybody wants it so that people can get it at a deep, visceral level. So if you're running a business, I don't care whether it's just you and your dog, or you and a handful of people, or you run a 10,000 person company, this concept is going to be important, and it is this. We need to understand that there's a difference between what is called the surface structure and the deep structure. In language, the surface structure is the configuration of words that we use to express something. The deep structure is the meaning, the intent. It's the why we are doing it. But we get so caught up in the surface structure, but the surface structure doesn't matter. It's an artificial configuration. The reason why we spend time thinking about our mission statements and our visions and our purposes is not so that we can have that plaque, not even so much that we can articulate it, because, look, if you really got what you're about and why you're doing what you're doing at a deep level, you wouldn't need to have it written down on your business card to say, hey, we're in the business of doing X, Y, or Z. No, I mean, they all sound pretty much the same. So the key here to me isn't the wording, it's the intent, it's the deep feeling, it's that emotion. Look, this is all about connecting to emotion. Emotion is extremely important. So when it comes time to thinking about your business, really think hard about the emotion behind it. Think who you're connecting to. Take the time not to think about it intellectually, but connect to it emotionally. Talk to people who've been impacted by what you do. Not impacted by the bottom line, but actually impacted in terms of their lives. Understand how they've been impacted. Now, this whole concept of surface versus deep structure is actually really important also from the perspective of innovation. In companies, I don't care again what size company you are, what we tend to do is we have a lot of steps, activities, policies, procedures, practices, whatever words you want to use. That is essentially a surface structure. Our policies say we can do this, we can't do that. Our practices say we're allowed to do this, we're not allowed to do that. But those are a surface structure. It's a particular configuration, and the problem is most surface structures don't actually do a great job of expressing what the intent is. So instead of worrying about the binders full of policies, practices, and procedures, really start to focus much more on why are we doing this? What is the purpose behind this? What are we trying to express? Because innovation emerges when we get clear on why we're doing something and what we hope to achieve with it, the impact that it's going to make, and then we can think differently about how we implement it. But the surface structure is always the how, the policy or the procedure. So really take a hard look at how you run your business, how you work with the people. So even if you only have a team of 3 or 4 or 5 other people inside your organization, stop giving them the checklists and have them get why. Why are you doing what you're doing? What is the intent, the purpose? What's the outcome? What's the impact that it makes? And when they get in touch with that, they will then be able to determine the appropriate surface structure. They will be able to determine, yes, this is the right thing for me to do because this is what we really want to achieve. So instead of focusing on how to do it, really start focusing as a leader on why you want people to do it, what's the impact it's going to make, and what is the outcome as a result of it. This is Steve Shapiro, and I look forward to speaking with you next time.